I mean, just from watching the video, it's so much to see.
I'll be stopping everywhere.
Yeah, I don't think I could just walk through like everyone else is doing. I'm like really looking at every single thing. What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchets React, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we are back with another American reaction. We're super excited about this video, guys. If you're new to us and we're new to you, make sure you scroll down, hit that red subscribe button, and turn on the post notification bell because we're on the road to 50K. And we cannot get there without you guys, all right? Join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Hey there, fellow travelers. Mark here with Walter's World, and today we're in Marrakesh, Morocco.
Oh, that's
for 10 things that shock tourists when they come here to Morocco. And the first thing that's going to shock you when you come to Morocco is your first balak moment. If you're not sure what balak means, it's kind of like watch out, hey, heads up, pay attention, and you're going to have that a lot. So you're going down the street and cars are going by, and a donkey's going by, and a bike's going by, or how you cross the street.
Say it.
Okay, I'ma say it.
Say it.
I thought the boss said your first black moment.
Yeah, so I'm like, what?
But he says balak.
Yeah, balak.
So it kind of gives that same emphasis, and it made me like.
It still sounds like he said that though. I'm like,
okay.
What you mean by that?
What you mean though?
Because this is Africa, so wait a minute.
Right.
Okay.
Oh my God, what do I do here? You do have those moments, but the best moments of it is when you're in the Medina, okay? And you're going through and you're walking through Medina and like, and you're like, whoa, what's going on? And there's a donkey going by with construction equipment, or there's a moped with like a trailer on the back going by with 1,000 other people. You do have that, hey, pay attention moment when you are here. That's the first shock you'll have. And it might be when they drop you off from the airport, they say, hey, you gotta walk down here to your Medina, just the first 5 minutes.
Oh my God! I want to
just be prepared
for
that first shock. Okay. Now the second shock you're going to have when you are here is the amount of haggling you're going to have to do. Look, negotiating and bargaining. That's par for the course here in Morocco. So be ready for it. And the thing is, they're not trying to rip you off. That's just how business is done here. So
yeah, I like good business.
To spend some time bargaining for that rug, bargaining for that cool lamp you see, bargaining for the t-shirts for your kids. That's just kind of how things work here, okay? So some advice I have for you when you are negotiating. Realize that this price they're starting with is going to be way more than what you should actually pay.
Of course.
And that kind of waist-high starting price will actually probably start a little bit higher if you're in a very big touristy place like the Medina here in Marrakesh or in Fez or something like that. So the price you should pay is about 25 to 50% less than where they start, just to give you that heads up, okay? Also, if you don't feel comfortable buying stuff, it's okay. They're not going to be pissed off forever that you didn't buy something. They know how these things work. And you know what? The key thing to negotiating is know what the price that you're happy to pay. Once you have a price you're okay to pay, then it's no big deal, okay? So do take that experience and also use that bargain experience to get a lot of the mint tea when you're here, because you will get a lot of mint tea when you're doing your bargaining, okay? And one of those things that gets frustrating with that bargaining is you'll agree with a price, whether it is with a taxi or whether it is with, a shop or whatever, and they'll never have change. So always have the correct change that you're bargaining with.
You could bargain with a taxi?
With a taxi?
Yo, hey, taxi! I only got this amount, man. What you could do? I can only take you at the block, bro. 2 blocks.
I take you to the sidewalk.
Take me to the side. Like, I didn't know. Bargaining with a taxi. That's different.
Yeah. I wish we could tell our Uber driver how much we want to pay.
Yeah, so we don't do set prices out here, obviously. So you guys are definitely very great speakers, and y'all do very good marketing businesses because y'all have to make the ends meet. Y'all working for it.
That's good in, debates. There's some good attorneys.
So it's like the product is still selling itself, but it's not selling itself for a set price where a person could come and look at it and be like, I can't afford it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But if I buy a rug for $40 and somebody come buy that rug for $15, I'm going to be mad.
Well, he had a better bargaining marketing skill.
I will take it back.
Hey, I hope I heard you say that this was going for $15. I just paid $40.
To make your life easier, okay? Now, the third thing that's going to shock you when you come here, kind of wraps together the first two, though, is that your Medina experience. Look, the Medina, the old town, the shop part of town where all the small, lanes are and stuff like that. It's going to shock when you're there because, one, you're going to get lost. And that's okay.
Like the movies.
It's okay to get lost. The people here are really nice. They'll help you find your way out if you do get lost. But it is such a shocking experience when you see all the sights, the sounds, the colors. Oh, my God, all the spices that are out there. When you're seeing them chopping up the meat and hanging it right there. And you're like, whoa.
This reminds me like a flea market.
Oh, yeah.
That we have, like it's a shop. For those of you who don't know, it's like a shop where they have a lot of small businesses, farmers, maybe like a seamstress there, and this is what this reminds me of.
100%, yeah. And he said that you will get lost walking through there. We like to get lost. That's how we learn our way.
Exactly.
By mistakes. So if we get lost and we hit the same turn twice, we be like, yo, we lost. But we've been here before, so we know where we know where we're going. You know what I'm saying? That's
so far, the people seem friendly.
Oh, 100%.
This is kind of cool, but it can be pretty overwhelming and kind of shocking for some people. I know when we going around, we've seen tourists that are about to lose it. So if you feel like you're about to lose it, go into a riad. That's a hotel kind of thing that usually has a restaurant with it and stuff like that. To take a break, collect yourself and come back out, because honestly, going to Medinas and going exploring these things is one of the most important things you need to do when you're here, but also can be really shocking when you have all the people going by. Remember I talked about the things going by. You have that, but you gotta do it when you are here, because you'll be shocked how much you're gonna love it or how much you'll drive you.
I don't know, y'all. I mean, just from watching the video, it's so much to see.
I'll be stopping everywhere.
Yeah, I don't think I could just walk through like everyone else is doing. I'm like really looking at every single thing.
Yeah, and the type of people we are, we love people, so we'll go up in the shops and be like, hey, tell me about this, you know?
So we probably be there till the sun go down just about.
You have to do, because it really is a really frenetic experience. Now, the next thing that's going to shock when you come here is, I know I talked about the haggling and stuff like that, and the craziness and things like that, but even with all the haggling, all the craziness, the fourth thing that's going to shock you is how helpful and kind the people are here in Morocco. I mean, they will go out of their way to help you. Okay? Yeah, I know some people, they'll say, oh, well, they're doing that for the tip. Yeah, some people do that. But in general, the people here have been fantastic, so helpful, give us so many ideas of things to see, do, eat, explore, different parts of the country and stuff. It's just such a wonderful experience here, and you want to meet those people because people really are awesome. And the thing is those friendly people, what really shocks you is how they'll switch from French to Arabic, throw in some English here, a little Spanish there. This is a multicultural country, a multilingual country, and it really shocks tourists when they realize, look, you can get by in French and some Arabic and Berber, and if you know some Spanish, some parts will get you by there, and English in the tourism industry will get you by there. I mean, it's just such a shocking, amazing experience with the people when you're here. You will really love it, and we've met some really fantastic people, Michelle and Ilham and our guide Abdul, and there's all kinds of people that are riads and stuff like that. And our fans are from Morocco, when they heard we're coming here, all the wonderful, helpful information they've shared with us, man, that's one of the things that shocks you, just how open and friendly the people really are, and that is kind of a cool thing. And the thing is when you're going and meeting all these people and talking to all these people, you're going to be exploring the Medinas and all this kind of stuff. Eventually, you might have to go to the bathroom. And that leads to the fifth thing that's going to shock you when you come here to Morocco is no toilet paper. Look, when you have your moment, and it's not that bad here.
He said it's not that bad here when you have an moment.
Now that's a culture shock that's going. I don't know.
We're gonna have our own TP.
I'm a woman, so I'm gonna get really nervous if I don't have no toilet paper.
I feel you. 100. Yup. I mean, we're gonna bring like little small bag of wipes or like have your own little small TP in the bag. You know what I'm saying? We always got a duffel bag, so we like them little carry-ons.
He's like, it's not that bad.
Nah, it's always bad.
I am a woman.
I wonder though, what you think they do? Because he didn't get to say it. So do you think they don't have TP, so they don't have anywhere to throw away? Like, I don't really know. I don't want to get into it.
I can't even imagine
we can breeze by it. Let's see what he say.
But if you do have that moment, I got to get to the bathroom real quick, and you're trying to find a public toilet, but when you get to it, you run by this lady in there, and you're like, what was she there for? And then you sit down and do your business and look around and go, there's no toilet paper. Look, you need to bring toilet paper with you. Now, I'm not saying bring a roll of toilet paper. What I'm saying is always have a couple packets of tissues with you, just in case you need to go. Because you will be shocked how hard it is sometimes to find some toilet paper in the toilets, okay? Now, your hotel, no, you don't need to worry about it there. But it's when you're out and about.
Sorry, y'all.
Just have a heads up. That's why. If you gotta.
I didn't know where. Yeah, I didn't know where it was coming from.
Yes. Okay. So we gotta bring it on. I'm bringing a roll.
Well, he said something when you running as a lady in there, and then
he's like, "What did she use?"
Oh, yeah.
You gotta bring your own. Okay.
I still don't know what they're using though. So are we?
What are y'all using?
Yeah. What like so? Did we miss it? Did he say what y'all using or?
He didn't say.
He showed a big pool. Like, do y'all just dive in the pool afterwards?
Oh my God, no, no.
I don't know.
No, okay. Let's continue. Jesus, Lord.
Maybe find a nicer restaurant or something like that, so you can use theirs. Usually it's just for clients, so you buy a tea or something like that. But it's worth it just to relax, because this is much more of a relax, chill out kind of country. Even if you really got to go, take your time to relax, have the tea, and go. All right, but always have that TP, all right?
He wasn't clear
now,
what they do.
The sixth thing that's going to shock you when you come here actually has to do with the weather. Not really shocking that it's insanely hot here in the summer. I mean, the Sahara Desert is part of Morocco, okay? But the thing is, in the summertime, getting in the 50 Celsius, the 100 degrees in Fahrenheit isn't uncommon. So what you need to make sure you're doing is cover up as much of your skin as possible when you're in that heat to protect you from the sun, okay? And wear light, loose-fitting clothes. That's going to help out. But actually, the really shocking part about the weather is if you're coming here from November through March, it gets cold. I mean, if you're here in the evening, here in Marrakesh, you're wearing a jacket, you're wearing a sweatshirt. When we start exploring with our kids in the morning, they're chattering their teeth, so they put on their sweatshirts on and stuff like that. Now, during the day, it does warm up, but just be ready for the evening.
What's that?
You're going to be exploring and stuff like that. You want to be ready for it. Also, if you're going to the Sahara, you need to know is there's extreme temperature fluctuations during the day versus at night, okay? So be ready for that. It does shock some tourists because they're not prepared for it, okay? So be prepared. Bring the right kind of clothes, whether it's layering or long clothes and stuff like that, just to be ready for it, okay? Now, thinking about the Sahara got me thinking another one of the shocks, and that is how big Morocco is. Look, a lot of people, they look at a map, and you look at a map, you think, oh, Morocco, it's a normal-sized country versus Germany or someplace else. What you don't realize is Morocco on a map has like the reverse Greenland effect. You know, if you look at Greenland on a map, it's huge, right? But in real life, Greenland's not really that big. Iceland looks huge, but it's not really that big because it gets stretched out by the map. The thing is, here in Morocco, we're close to the equator, right? And so therefore, we're more like to scale on the maps. And what you don't realize is this is a lot bigger than you really expect, okay? And so if you're going to be coming here, what I recommend is choose different regions to stay at, okay? There's kind of 4 different regions here in Morocco. You've got the coast, which is fantastic. You can go surfing. They're really developing a lot of resorts on there to make it a resort destination along the coastlines. It's really kind of a cool place to go, so you have that. You have the plains here, where Marrakesh is and Fez and things like that. You have the Sahara Desert, which you can go check out. The thing is, the Sahara Desert, people tell you, oh, it's a day trip from here. No, it's not. It's 8 to 10 hours in a car to get down to the Sahara Desert. I mean, it's far to go. And then you have the Atlas Mountains, okay, or the mountain regions. You have that. And so you have a wide variety of regions that are here. So what I recommend is just pick a couple regions to explore. So maybe you do like Marrakesh and the Sahara, or you do the beaches in Marrakesh, or you do, you do the mountains and something. You want to kind of mix it up, but don't get too much because it's such a big country.
Okay, so all of our Morocco supporters, let us know, like, what would be the best place you already know for a family of 5, baby to preteen age, date nights.
And what would be around what's the good time to go? Because it gets extremely cold and it gets extremely hot. Yes. And I know you guys have that one moment where it's like, oh my God, this weather's perfect. So we want to know, what's that time like? You know what I'm saying? Or what time should that be for us to go? You know?
Now, I would love to be along the coast. But, we have to have something for all of us.
Does it got seagulls?
Yeah, I would think. Yeah. See?
Of course, yeah.
Goals.
I think every coast got seagulls.
You're kind of shocked that, man, I want to spend all this time traveling around. When do I get time to experience the country? So just have a heads up for that. Because a lot of people are kind of shocked when they see how big Morocco is. Okay, so just be ready for that. Because you know what, if you want to go to the Blue City, and you're thinking, oh, it's going to be a day trip from Casablanca. No, that's like 5 hours, okay, or longer to get there. It's not.
Oh, you have a beautiful family.
Short. Now the thing is, though, they actually have a good transportation network, so you can take buses and stuff like that. The train network here is fine. You can take the train network to a lot of places, but just know it's going to take time because wow, Morocco is actually a really big, long country. Now, the eighth thing that's going to shock you when you do come here to Morocco is the difference between the exterior architecture and the interior architecture.
Oh, I believe that.
I mean, if you look at the exterior architecture here in Morocco, you're like, oh, okay, it's kind of like flat and like, is it stucco? I mean, it's not really that impressive. Aside from the mosques, they're gorgeous to look at, and the doorways. I mean, you'll see all. I mean, just click on Morocco in Instagram.
Yeah.
You'll see thousands.
So one thing that I do love is architect, and I realize with different countries, you will definitely know how much they stand out by their architect alone. Yeah, you may have great sceneries like the beaches, the mountains, the snow, the weather change, but when you have these architects, like that really screams, this is like different from where you're from. It's different.
Yeah, definitely. And I think it like highlights where like the culture of where they are. You know, because the architects are Moroccan, Right. So, I love that.
It stamps the location to say, hey, this is where you are.
I wonder if there's
else like this.
Yeah, I wonder if there's tours like to go look at the architecture and like the history of the buildings,
design and how they came up with that one way of building their their culture
their style
or their style of living.
Yeah, or social media age aesthetic. The aesthetic of Morocco.
Aesthetic of Morocco. There you go.
Of just insanely beautiful doorways that are there. Now, I will say, though, that Blue City is pretty cool to see from the outside. Nice. Okay, I'll give them that. But in general, it's kind of like a bit, I would say, almost drab on the outside. But the thing is, you'll be shocked is once you go through those beautiful doorways, once you walk into that riad, the interior design here in Morocco is phenomenal. The true beauty, the true artwork, the true everything that is the architecture and design of this country is inside the buildings. So when you're going to the palaces, you're going to the riads, the hotels, stuff like that. If you're looking to go to someone's home, you'll see that
Dragon Ball
on the
Z.
inside.
Look like the whole thing is just marble.
With the geometric architecture, the cedar wood artwork and the plaster work and stuff like that is just really phenomenal. And you see it, and you'll see the lamps and stuff like that, and the fixtures. It's just like wow.
So would these be called chandelier? No.
Gorgeous inside, and all that beauty is inside in the architecture.
Let's do it lights
outside, okay? But I will say, it is beautiful to see the mosques, and it is beautiful to see the doorways and stuff like that. So you do want to see those. But I think the next shock I have for you is, if you're not Muslim, you don't get to go into mosques. Now in Casablanca, you can go to the big mosque there. But in general, here in Morocco, unless you're Muslim, you can't go in and see the mosque. And the thing is, from the outside, they're gorgeous. And if you know, like...
I'm not even mad at that. I'm not, like... I'm really not. You have to respect people's religious views and, their culture. I'm not even mad at that. Because I'm not even going to say that. But there is, these tourist places around the world that people go to, and they're not even of that religious denomination. And they get dressed up and they go into these places, and it's like you're looking around just to be a tourist and look around, but this is sacred grounds for these people. Yeah. So I'm not even mad at that.
A lot of cultures have that, man. It's different everywhere, but they do allow people to, invade into their lifestyle and see how they worship, see how they praise, and see how everything is designed and built and the blueprint behind everything they got going on. And I personally think they shouldn't. Like, at some point or at some extent, y'all need to let the sacred grounds of that location be for that reason only, for what they call it to be. You know what I'm saying? So,
because as we don't let just anybody into our home. So how would you feel if somebody just came in, these spirits, these energies
okay
in your home?
So let's bring it here then. Let's bring it here because we're not in Morocco.
Okay,
let's bring it here. A prayer closet.
Okay, yes.
Like a prayer room. Like when you have these type of rooms set up, and you know that when you go in there, oh, you about to cut up. But nobody should be able to see you like that because it's personal.
Nobody should be able to be.
You know what I'm saying?
No one else's energy needs to be tainting that sacred space.
Yeah.
Man.
That's it.
I'm not mad at that.
How much better the architecture is inside a usual building in Morocco versus outside. You're like, oh, I wish I could go in because it is gorgeous inside of those. So if you're not sure what it looks like,
grab some pictures
go to the internet, click on some pictures and look that way. Because unless you're Muslim, you're not going to be able to go into those. Now, another thing that might shock you when you do come here is actually you'll notice there's a lot of stray cats. I mean, you'll see stray cats all over the place and all over the country, but no stray dogs. Well, very few stray dogs. But the cats, they're all over the place.
That's shocking.
So, remember, you don't want to pet the stray cats because they might have fleas or disease or anything else. So, leave the stray cats alone. I know they're very cute and they have lots of little kittens going around, but just have a heads up for that one, okay? The next thing that's going to shock when you come here is actually, a lot of people think, oh, Morocco's a Muslim country, there's no alcohol and stuff like that. Oh, no. Here in Morocco, you'll be shocked. You can have some great wine when you're here in Morocco. We've actually, the riads we've gone to, they've had alcohol on the menu, and the thing is, the wines here, you can get a gray wine or a red wine or a white wine. There's some really nice wines that are here, and we've sat back and said, you know what? We're going to sit in our riad at night. The kids are downstairs, in the room, relaxing. We're like, you know what, guys? We're going to go upstairs to the top of the riad and just enjoy some wine and maybe some mint tea if you like. There's those things. But it's really kind of laid back because the thing is, the country is pretty safe to go to. So the kids are relaxing there. We're up there having some nice wine and stuff like that. It is really kind of a shocking thing. Like, wow.
I think he just spoke to a lot of parents right there when he said we finally get away from the kids and chill and finally crack open a bottle and just relax, bro. Like, I think a lot of parents don't get the chance to do that.
We don't.
At least we don't. Not the times that we really want to because it just be such a day.
Yeah, but soon come.
Yep.
I didn't think I'd get to drink when I'm here in Morocco, but you can, and you get to have really good wine, which is like awesome. Okay, continuing on with the vices that are out there, you will also be shocked about how much you will smell and see people, men, smoking hashish either on the street or other places. You're like, whoa, what's going on here? I smell this quite a bit. Look. Even as a tourist, you need to realize it's not legal, okay? The locals, they're not going to get arrested for it. But you probably will. So do be careful with that, but don't be shocked if you smell it quite often or you see guys in back alleyways, in the evening time, sitting there and having a smoke with their friend.
So it's not legal, but they can smoke it. But if they catch a tourist doing it, you can go to jail for it.
I feel like tourists in any country is, held to a higher degree than locals. Because you're visiting someone's country, and they just don't want you to... It's a privilege to visit someone's country, and they don't want you to, disrespect their laws, I guess.
Yeah, it sounds right.
Chatting away, okay? So just have a heads up for that one. And then the last thing that's going to shock when you come here, I'm going to kind of put a bunch of the negative shocks together here because honestly, we've had a wonderful experience here in Morocco. We highly recommend people coming here. I mean, it's wonderful people, like wonderful food, the sites, the design, all this kind of stuff. It's just really a fantastic place to visit. The natural beauty here, I mean, just all the different regions. It's just a really fantastic place. But there are some negative shocks. One thing, the scams that are here. Look, if you're a tourist and you're going through Medina, have your bag on the front, okay? You will see pickpockets when there's a lot of busy areas and tourists, just like anywhere in the world. So that might be shocking. It's like, wait, I have to deal with this all the time. But the scams, though, like the scams with the taxis where they'll overcharge you. Look, make sure you're negotiating your taxi rate before you get in. So we've agreed on the price, so we're good to go, okay? So that could be something. Another shock, it's maybe not necessarily a bad shock, but one of those things that kind of annoy people is all the tipping you're going to need to do when you're here. Yes, you do tip at the restaurants when you eat.
Tipping?
But also you
a
tip
whole lot of tipping.
Things. You're always going to have a tip for a guide. You're going to have a tip for the person that helps you at the riad if they're giving you extra stuff and doing extra work for you and things like that.
They got money.
So make sure you have small bills, small coins that you can easily tip people. You have to do that. And with that tipping, what you have to realize, if you're going to be taking pictures, you might be shocked that, one, people won't let you take their pictures, or two, you're going to have to pay to take their pictures. So
why
here
are
in
we
Morocco,
taking
if you're going to take pictures of people, like settings and stuff like that, it's no big deal. You're out in the market, whatever. You're taking normal pictures, stuff like that. Yeah, that's usually fine. But the thing is, if you're walking through, you're taking pictures of people's shops or taking pictures of people, you need to ask them.
As a tourist,
say, no. We have people like, no, thank you. Like, all right, you need to respect
anywhere.
Anywhere, though.
Of course, anywhere. Yeah, of course.
Why are we taking pictures of people? I don't get that.
I think because they're in a different country, they want to take the imagery back with them to show them how they do things and how they dress.
Yes,
and, stuff like that.
The space that we're in, the industry that we're in, as content creators, if I know that this person is a content creator, they come and take a picture of me, oh no, baby, we're not cut. Because you're not about to go viral.
Well, you know, at the end of the day, I hear it's legal. Like, you can record a person.
Okay, yeah.
You can record as you're just recording, like, but you gotta, it's a way you gotta go around it. You know what I'm saying? But it's legal to do so.
Okay.
But in other locations, I'm guessing you can't just pop out a camera and start taking pictures and recording somebody without their consent.
Okay, well, okay. I get that. You explained it a little bit better to me because I'm like, well,
okay. Oh, yeah. All right.
Okay.
For that, and a lot of people get shot. Wait, I can't just take a picture when I walk around? No, you can't. Okay, you need to
get out my shot
that way, so that can be kind of shocking for them.
Get out my
also,
shot.
with those picture shocks, is when you're seeing the snake charmers and stuff like that. People are like, I'm just going to take pictures of that. Look, don't be shocked if they come after you. Say, hey, look, you got to pay me to take that picture. Because think about it, that's their way of life. That's how they're.
Anybody their money.
Okay, so it's in the shops or on the street or the shop.
No snake around my neck.
And stuff like
That's
that.
like going up to somebody, you ask them for help to find a location, you be like, yes, sir, I'll definitely help you. Follow me. And then he walk you like 2 blocks and he gonna be like, I believe that's what it's like.
Maybe so. But I mean, in the United States, that's not too much different from where we're from.
I mean, it's at an extent.
We're from tourist cities, though.
We are.
Our region where we're from is touristy, so you know.
Yeah.
That's how they're making their living. So have those coins so you can tip them. And it might be shocking how much you end up tipping when you are here, okay? And then the last kind of shock that's out there, and all these shocks, you know, I've seen a vast improvement from what we read online and we prepared for. The scams and the tipping and all this kind of stuff is a lot less than they make it sound like it is online. But there's one issue that you really need to know about, and that is actually female travelers. When they do come here, they might be shocked at how different they're treated versus male travelers when they're here, okay? I know Jocelyn has noticed things, like she's not included in some of the conversations. When she tries to negotiate prices, there's no negotiations. It's like, you know, our guide, super on the up and up guy, awesome guy. He's like, hey, look, if you want to go shopping, even if you want to do the negotiations, have your husband go with you, or, you know, if you're a female traveler.
But that's expected in the Muslim country.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I could have told him that.
Yeah, that goes with the other shock of not going into the Muslim, the mosque. So
yep,
that's expected.
Yourself, if you meet there's somebody at the Riyadh you're staying at, like, ask them, hey, just come shopping with me, because it seemed like that got a lot better, like, bargaining prices versus other things. So just have a heads up for that, you know. And there's a Morocco Mama is a really great website that talks about female travelers in Morocco. So that might be something for female travelers to check out before they come, so you don't get like super shocked when you're here. The thing is, though, you will love Morocco. The people are fantastic. The food is amazing. You'll be shocked how much you really enjoy your time here, even if it is a 5-hour train ride. All the beauty you'll see when you're there. It's just one of these really fun places to visit. I really hope you do come to Morocco and have a great time. If you want to learn more, maybe the don'ts of visiting Morocco, or 5 things you love and hate about visiting Marrakesh, or maybe you want to learn about the food here, check us out on our website at waltersworld.com. We're also on Twitter, Facebook.
Check his channel out, guys. We always love his videos.
Yeah.
So be nice in the comment section if it's something that you don't agree with.
Let's be a little sweet, y'all. Yeah. Be a little sweet.
So what you have to say about this video?
Interesting. But of course, the ending when he was speaking on scams and stuff, and I don't want to be too long with just that part because there's beautiful things he spoke about. But there's always going to be something wrong with every little thing or every little location that you go. You're gonna have some error. You know what I'm saying? So other than that, I like the video. I think the video was good. I wonder what they're using to cook. You know what I'm saying? Like,
look like they make like things with a lot of oil and
Yeah, it's like are we like y'all got chicken? Got some chicken out there? If I got some chicken, I'm good. I could do some chicken, like stuff like that. The location and the architect, definitely the architect. I love the architect. I want to know what they're using, like if it's marble, what type of brick, type of stone. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Yeah, I like that in this video he actually took us along in Morocco. It wasn't, just culture shocks of Morocco. Like, I was able to see, Morocco. It looks like a friendly place. I love that he said that the people are, friendly.
Yeah.
Wanting to help you. I like that.